I'm Jose Ortiz. I'm the Chancellor of the Peralta Community College District, and this year we're celebrating our 50th anniversary. Please join the Peralta Community College District in celebrating our excellence.
Education in this community has been paramount for almost a century, and the Peralta College's contribution to this legacy has been well documented. The summer of 2014 marked a significant chapter for the Peralta Community College District, a chapter that embraces its past and prepares for the future. Prior to the district's formation, both Laney and Merritt colleges provided the community with vocational classes and skills. However, in the summer of 1964, the direction of education changed, and the birth of Peralta was center stage.
It was a very exciting time for us. In the meantime, we had become Oakland City College, again, Merritt campus and Laney campus, but then with the possibility of a campus in Alameda and one in Berkeley, to make 4 campuses. It was very exciting, but it took a lot of money, and so it was necessary to get a bond passed. And as it turned out, this was the largest bond measure ever passed in this part of California for educational purposes.
It was just a whole new world was opening up, you know, not only for us, but for the students. And so it was exciting. And the first accreditation that we had was kept in a 4-drawer file, which, you know, they're going to laugh when they hear this.
What grabbed me was that it was education for the community.
Our district, the 4 colleges, have provided an opportunity for young men and women and senior citizens to come back and get an education or to improve their skills in specific areas.
We could offer courses both that were relevant to the university system and the state college system, but we could also offer courses that would lead to an associate degree, and many programs were established at that time. And we could also offer courses that were just of general interest.
Well, they successfully integrated the vocational arts with liberal arts. I think philosophically and in the long run, that was very successful. They pulled it off, and I was very happy to be a part of that.
Once the bond measures were passed and the district was officially formed, the next step was to actually construct the Peralta colleges.
There had to be money set aside from the bond measure to build 4 campuses. It didn't take very long for them to find out that there wasn't really enough money there to build 4 new campuses, so some decisions were made. And one of the decisions was to keep Laney where it had been, but to modify it.
When I started here, there were a lot of people, obviously, who'd been here for a while, and they'd been teaching in the 60s. And when Laney consisted of lots of bungalows, and so I would hear from them the old days and what things were like. It was a much smaller campus.
I think in those days, you know, everybody worked together, and even when we moved to the tower, you know, there was a feeling of cohesiveness. And if one office needed help, you'd go over and you'd say, you know, can we help? Or they'd come over and say, you know, this is a busy time for you, how can we help? You know, there was a difference, it was a family.
The next decision that was to be made was to move Merritt.
It gave a sense of credibility and Grove, God love it, looked like a high school, because guess what? It had been a high school, whereas Merritt was elegant. And I think it gave a lot of challenge and confidence to the students who were there.
And then a decision was made to build College of Alameda from the ground up.
Their first class was September of 1970, and I actually started as a student in 1970 at College of Alameda and went to classes for that whole year.
But when I first started at College of Alameda, it was more of a family because I met 2 lifelong friends while I was there, because I was the baby of the bunch, me being the youngest, and that's Linda Japson and Jay Casada. And I'll never ever forget them for walking me through, holding my hand, and then show me how to party too.
But with all of that building, there wasn't enough money left over for a college in Berkeley.
Peralta, non-traditional, then it went to Vista, then there was Berkeley City College, but we were growing and we were offering more programs.
What is very unique about Peralta is that while we're all a part of, all 4 campuses are a part of the same district, they're very, very similar in many ways, but then they become very unique in as much as they have very specialized and signature programs to offer.
50 years. My goodness, where have all this time? Where's it gone, you know?
I have a family history of being in Peralta because I've had 4 of my brothers graduate from Laney.
We're going to be sending people out into the world, especially with this new technology. And you're helping to build a person's life. And that's what an educational institution does.
5 decades of serving this wonderful community in the East Bay. And the next 5 decades, we will continue to do the same. Happy 50th anniversary, Peralta.
Peralta TV, programs that matter.